beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and we are back with yet again another book shopping video, except this one's gonna be a little bit different because we are actually going thrift book shopping today. You guys know at this point that I am definitely a queen of thrift book shopping. It is one of my favorite things to go do, and so I thought let's just do it together again. I love bringing you guys with me every time I go book shopping, and if I can find a really good deal, that makes it even better. And I'm buying used books, so in my brain it technically doesn't count because I'm not going to the bookstore and buying new books. I'm buying books that someone already had and they're just like re-gifting them to me at that point. Is it a little bit delusional? Yes, but it's okay because I get to bring home new books. At this point, I have basically gone to all of the ones in my area, and I found a lot of ones that I frequent a lot, but I want to switch it up a little bit, so we are going to be going downtown Toronto to go thrift book shopping. Now, I have been to a few of these a few times, but there are some new ones that I definitely want to check out, and some that just like look super vintage and cool, so I thought we could do it together. That sounds fun, right? But before we get into that, I do just really quickly want to say a very big thank you to today's sponsor, which is none other than Eyewear. I've talked about Eyewear so many times on my channel, you guys. You guys have probably seen me wearing a bunch of different really cute glasses in multiple videos, reading vlogs, shopping vlogs, book videos in general, because these are my favorite glasses ever, you guys. If you have no idea what Eyewear is, they are a very good quality, affordable, and customizable glasses company. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, Gianna, these glasses are like really basic. They're cute, but like super simple, you know? Hold on, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. Wabam. Easily. I went from clear, simple glasses to cherry glasses. Are you kidding me? This is so freaking adorable. This is actually my favorite top frame that Eyewear offers that I personally own. Can we just talk about how absolutely cute these little tiny cherries are? I am absolutely obsessed. It just spices up your glasses perfectly. But if I'm not feeling cherries, I can easily go with a metallic-y, quartzy looking pair, just plain white. Now, before I show you guys the new top frames that I actually got recently, I wanted to share with you guys how easy it is to get yourself a pair of these beautiful, fun, trendy, very useful glasses. It's so easy, and that's one of my favorite parts about Pair. You just go onto their website really quickly and you go and search their base frames first, which I have the Murphy frames. They're personally my favorite. I think they suit my face the best. But if you're unsure, because glasses are kind of weird sometimes, I'm unsure about them too, Eyewear offers a virtual try-on. So you don't have to go into a store to go try on a bunch of glasses. That can get a little awkward and just take up too much time, you know? So you get to try on a bunch of different glasses, see what ones fit your face the best, all from the comfort of your own home, which is absolutely perfect. And if you do need glasses, they do offer that. You just have to fill in your prescription and they'll send you your glasses with that filled prescription that you need. Or if you're like me for right now, they also offer the blue light option, which is a game changer, especially if you are an office girly, if you're a reading girly that looks at screens a lot. Now that we're done talking about base frames, this is the fun part. You get to go and search their top frames. Now, you guys, when I tell you the options are endless, the options are freaking endless. They constantly are always adding new styles, new colors. You can search their best sellers. They have limited edition campaigns that they have going on, depending on the season, depending on an event, depending on a certain theme. It's just absolutely endless. So I know you're gonna find a unique pair that is absolutely perfect for you and your style. And it's just as easy as that. But if you need some inspo before you buy your first pair, I got some new frames to show you that they came out with. These are absolutely so perfect, especially for the book girlies like us. How can you tell me that these aren't the cutest things in the frickin' world? Oh my gosh, imagine me filming a reading vlog looking like this. We also have the super popular tortoise pattern, except I don't really like the colors of the classic tortoise, so I did get them in black and white. I feel like this is just a step up from being classy, but like still super cute and can pair easily with anything considering I wear a lot of black and white outfits. And then lastly, for the spring season, I got these super cute patchwork design. I love these colors together and I think everything just matches so perfectly. I'm just absolutely obsessed. You'll have to let me know what ones you guys like down below the best, but I highly recommend Eyewear. I swear by them. I've been using them for years. So if you guys are interested and you guys want to check them out down below, I'll have everything linked down there, available and easy to access. I do have a discount code that you guys can use if you guys want money off your order and to let Eyewear know that I sent you over there, and I would love for you to twin with me. Now, I'm about to go rock these downtown Toronto while we go thrift book shopping, and I'm so excited to see what books we end up bringing home. And of course, I'll give you a haul. Hello? We're going downtown in style. Let's go. The perfect thing that I need for this long drive. location. This is their only romance section. Okay, you guys, first two spots down, and they were beautiful. Those are probably some of the most like unique thrift bookstores that I've ever been to. Just the decorations and the ideas behind each spot were just so incredible, but I didn't see anything that I would actually read, you know? Like there was a bunch of cool looking books and some rare special editions in that one store I was just last in. I didn't really film too much because it was super small and there was just like a bunch of workers and I was a little bit nervous, I can't lie. But that one room I showed you guys, that was so cool, and you're actually allowed to write with like a quill and stuff like that. It was awesome. So I had to get shots of that for you guys. But back to my point on what I was saying, there just wasn't anything that I justified me actually buying because I wouldn't read anything. So the next two spots that we're gonna go to, one of them I go to all the time. It's one of my favorite thrift bookstores ever, downtown Toronto. So we're gonna go there, and I think I'm actually gonna find some books that I want to buy there. And then down the street from that one, I didn't even know this, but there's one that I've never been to. So we're gonna go to those two, and then we might go to one more after that. Depends on traffic, because there's a lot of construction and traffic going on in downtown Toronto right now, and I don't know if I really want to sit through that. So we'll see where the day takes us, but my energy drink is carrying us and giving us energy, and I'm just having a good time. It's a beautiful day in Toronto, just a little windy, which we don't love, but on to the next. We are officially back home, and I have a book haul for you guys. I'm actually really impressed with the books that I picked up. I know the first two stores it was like, oh, okay, so looks like we're actually not going to be coming home with any books today. But then the last two stores I was like, okay, these are a lot better. Here's our stack. We ended up getting 4 books. 3 of them were from the BMV bookstore, my favorite one. I knew I was going to bring home some books from that place. I could honestly never leave that spot without walking out with at least one book. And then the last store that we went into, I also picked up a book from there. Oh, and I also just wanted to preface before I show you guys these books, I spent under $50 on 4 books. These are brand new. There's like no flaws to them, and in Canada, if you buy 2 books, you're spending about $50. So I basically got buy 2, get 2 free at this point. Starting off, the one that I got from the last bookstore we visited, I got The Perfect Sun by Frida McFadden. Now, this bookstore was definitely interesting. It was a little bit chaotic. There was books stacked to the ceiling. It just was very unorganized, but they did have 2 shelves that basically just had some of their like most popular books that people have brought in. So I picked this one up off that shelf, and I did browse through majority of their shelves. It just was so scattered, but they did have a lot of Colleen Hoover, and they had this Frida McFadden book. Brand new. I don't know anything really about this one. It's a originally $26.99 if I were to get this at Indigo, and I'm pretty sure I got this for $10 flat, no tax, no nothing. So already an amazing steal on such a popular book. And if you're not new around here, Frida McFadden is quite literally one of my favorite psychological thriller authors. So I feel like I just had to pick up another physical copy of one of her books because I read all of her books over on Kindle Unlimited and I only have, well, now 2 physical copies of her books. So I wouldn't mind reading this one physically, and it's definitely not one of her award-winning best-selling ones. It's definitely on the underhyped side maybe. I haven't really heard anyone talk about this one, but it says, all families have secrets, but some secrets are deadly. Erica Cass has a perfect family and a perfect life until one quiet evening, 2 detectives show up at her front door. Miss Cass, we were hoping your son could answer a few questions about the girl who disappeared last night. Now, obviously, I always recommend you guys to go into Frida McFadden books completely blind, but even just reading that small little blurb, or even the all families have secrets, but some secrets are deadly, that's enough, and all I really need to get me hooked into a Frida McFadden book. Her writing is just so gripping, and her books are just so bingeable. So it doesn't even matter what the book's about, or what it surrounds, or the setting, or anything. I'm just always here for anything that Frida McFadden writes. If you have heard of this book, or you have read it, or know someone that's read it, please let me know some thoughts down below because I'm completely clueless when it comes to reviews about this one. I'll probably search it up on Goodreads later, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, obviously. Next one we got is Beauty of Us by an author's name I literally cannot pronounce. I do not want to butcher it too bad. And this is actually a newer release. I remember when this was a Goodreads giveaway type vibe, and I always enter those just in case I win, you know? Like, I'm gonna take my chance and hope that I win. So as soon as I saw the spine of this and the title, I recognized it, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I've been seeing this everywhere on Goodreads and I've been dying to read it, and I guess it just released. Originally this book is like $23 at the bookstore and I got it for $8.99. Perfect steal. This book is in perfect condition other than obviously, oh no, this one doesn't even have a dot. Normally some books will have like a red or black dot or something, especially if it's a thrifted book, but this one, spotless. This one is more so about like the boarding school, private school aesthetic, like girls' cliques and bullies and just dealing with a bunch of girl drama and friendships and how toxic those can be. And I think that's originally why I added it to my like want to read shelf on Goodreads, because we all know I'm always here for the toxicity. I'm always here for some chaotic friendships, you know? It's just the vibe I've been on lately. So I was so happy that I saw this at BMV. It was in their like new release section. They have so many good books over there, I'm telling you guys. If you are in Ontario or Toronto specifically, they have a couple locations of BMV books. The one that I go to and the one that I showed you guys is the biggest one, and on TikTok it says it's like the biggest thrift store in Canada. I don't know if that's true, but they do have them scattered around Toronto, so I would definitely check them out if you're in the GTA. But either way, I got a little bit sidetracked. I'm so excited to get into this, and it's definitely on the shorter side, so I know I'm gonna fly through it. I just have never heard of this author, so I don't know how their writing is gonna be like, but the setup of the book looks captivating and seems like we have like some mixed media throughout the book, which I love. And let's do a little gripping one-liner. September 1984, Thornton College Private School. After 15-year-old Subbiesss, okay, I don't know if I pronounced that right, father remarries, she can't wait to leave home and convince him to send her away to boarding school. But will she fit in? She joins a clique of smart students, but isn't sure if she measures up or how to read the mixed messages from a guy she's crushing on. I'm pretty sure it is YA, so we will see. Then I got Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. Now, can we just take a moment for this cover really quickly, you guys? I love Dolly Alderton's covers. I feel like every single one that I see, she just does an amazing job. And this one is personally like one of my favorites. I did read Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, her memoir, and I did enjoy it for the most part. I think I rated it like 3 out of 5, so it's definitely on the average side. But I've been hearing a lot of talk about this book and have been hearing a lot of talk about this book, so obviously now that I can get it for a deal or a steal, I justified that it was okay for me to pick it up. Yes, I'm not very eager to read it, but I know having it on my shelf, maybe one day I'll be like, I really need a Dolly Alderton book. I need her humor, I need her comfort writing in a way, so knew I had to pick up this one. And originally it's like $23, just like at Indigo, and I got it for $9.99. That's crazy. Like, I still can't get over how good the deals are at thrift bookstores, I'm telling you guys. And this one does have the little red dot, but that's fine. No one's gonna see that. You wouldn't have known that unless I told you. But this one's super interesting because it says she meets a great guy on her first date. He's handsome and built like a lumberjack. He has floppy blonde hair and a stable job, but more surprising than anything else, Nina and Max have chemistry. They dance together like fools. They happily dig deep into the nuances of crappy music, and they create an entire universe of private jokes and chemical bliss. But when Max ghosts her, Nina is forced to deal with everything she's been trying so hard to ignore. And then it goes into like family drama and stuff. So I feel like we're gonna have a very complex main character and just kind of like her going through life and dealing with these challenges, and it could be the vibe. I do love a book that's surrounded by a main character and her growth. We're just gonna hope that the main character is likable, because I feel like in a character-driven book, if you don't like the main character, you're not gonna like the book. So fingers crossed, and I'm excited to get into this one. And lastly, we got Swan Song by Elin Hilderbrand, another favorite author of mine, you guys. This is her newest release, I believe. I think she just launched this at the end of last summer. Yeah, sometime around there. And I knew I was going to end up picking this up right before summer hits because she is just an iconic summer author for me. She's an auto-buy author for me, and she's a thrift store classic. If you guys love Elin Hilderbrand's books, you would be surprised on how many books you can find at the thrift bookstore of hers. I swear a majority of her backlist is there. You just have to look for it because her books are definitely older and just no one likes to read her books, clearly. A lot of people do say it's like grandma writing, but I just love it. There's something about it that just grips me in and I love it. So moral of the story is I picked this one up. It is in a hardback and I don't love hardbacks, but I couldn't leave this deal behind. You know, like I just couldn't leave it sitting there staring at me while I walked out the door. So I got it for $14.99. A brand new hardback, and it's originally $36. That is a steal. I'm sorry, that is just an amazing steal, so I had to get it, and I honestly don't even know what it's about, but it's okay because it's Elin Hilderbrand's writing, and as you can see, I have my Elin Hilderbrand stack on my shelf that I'm definitely saving for summer. So maybe if you guys want like an Elin Hilderbrand summer reading vlog, that could be fun because I have so many of her books that I have to get through, so let me know if that might interest you guys. But we're dealing with rich people problems, we're dealing with a summer aesthetic, and like $1 billion island, and there might be a murder thrown in here. It's just a little bit crazy. I never underestimate Elin Hilderbrand, so I'm excited to see what this one's all about, and I haven't heard too much about it, so I feel like a lot of people haven't put their opinions out on it yet. But those are all the books that we ended up picking up today downtown Toronto while we went thrifting together. I genuinely don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this and how many times I have told you this, but you need to try thrift book shopping. I don't really know how expensive books are down in like the States and other places in the world, but in Canada, it costs like an arm and a leg to basically buy a book. So thrift book shopping is just genuinely a savior, especially when you have an addiction to buying books like me. I can save money and still do what I love, basically. So I highly recommend you guys go check out some of the bookstores in your area. If you are in the GTA, there is so many. There's even some that I still haven't been to, and I've done this video multiple times, and each time we do go to new ones. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this little thrift book shopping vlog. I have so much fun bringing you guys with me every single time, and if you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do. Don't forget to check out Pair Eyewear down below. I'll have everything linked down there that you will need. You can twin with me. We can be super fashionable for spring/summer. All of their top frames I'm just absolutely in love with. I'm definitely going to pick up some more soon to match with all my cute outfits. So don't forget to check that link down below, and also use my code so you get money off your order, and let Pair Eyewear know that I sent you over there. But other than that, I hope you guys are having such an amazing, wonderful day. Thank you so much for 20K subscribers. I genuinely love you guys with my whole entire heart. I just am so grateful. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I don't know how.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost.